Hello, everybody. My name is Jalen Johnston, and today I will be giving a speech over July in Cheyenne by Aaron Watson. My target audience today is going to be people who enjoy country music, people who are involved in the rodeo or know what the rodeo is about since the song is about a bull rider, and people who need just like a feel-good story about perseverance. I believe this story is very good for just everybody to hear. It does end in tragedy, but it just talks about how don't let something get in the way of achieving your goals. So I'd like to explain the song. What the song's about. It's about Lane Frost. Lane Frost was born in La Junta, Colorado in October 12th, 1963. So he was born into a very big rodeo family. His dad was a big bull rider, but they're also not very wealthy. So he would help his dad daily on the ranch to help make money. He'd also pick up side jobs along the way. So we'll fast forward. Fast forward a couple years. He's a very successful bull rider as a young kid. He would win numerous tournaments and competitions around the area. So we fast forward to high school to 1981. Lane would win the national championship for the state of Oklahoma and the national championship in the same year. So during that, he didn't have a lot of money. So his parents did help him out a little bit, but they wanted him to pay for everything. But he had to pick up multiple jobs to be able to pay for the gas to travel to these events and to compete. And so then we'll go on a little bit more down the line to his professional career. In the year of 1985, Lane would finish third at his first National Finals Rodeo, which the National Finals Rodeo is like the big World Series, Super Bowl of the rodeo community. In 1987, he would in fact break his collarbone on the second to last ride at the Pendleton Roundup. He'd have to get on another ride, one more ride left with the broken collarbone, but it ended up actually finishing second in that event at the age of 24. And then later that year, he goes back to the National Finals Rodeo and finishes second at the National Finals Rodeo at the age of 24, which is very, very, very impressive for somebody his age. Now, in the year of 1989, this is where the song July in Cheyenne takes place. July 30th, 1989, in Cheyenne, Wyoming. Lane Frost just got finished with an 8-second ride, gets bucked off the bull. The bull would eventually end up attacking him, and the horn would hit him in the back, piercing a couple ribs and hitting a main artery, in which he would bleed out on the dirt in the arena. Which that was very tragic because Lane was one of those guys that was very loved by his fans. He loved the fans' energy, signed a lot of autographs, loved talking to them. They all had to see him die right there on that arena. So that's very, very sad. But I'd like to talk about how Aaron Watson, who wrote the song, pictures and shows you how good of a person he was. So Aaron Watson mentions in the song, tip your cap to your cowboy, and that means it's like a hand gesture of like, hey, thank you, kind of thing. It's a nonverbal gesture and a nonverbal way of communicating. Tip your hat to a cowboy every once in a while is what Aaron says, and that's basically saying tip your hat to them and honor them and respect them for what they've done. Because Lane Frost went through a lot. He persevered through money issues growing up, and he became one of the best pro bull riders of all time before he tragically passed away. So there's that. Aaron Watson does a very, very good job of talking about living life to the fullest, because Lane Frost was very, very energetic, and you don't know when life's going to end. I mean, we don't know. So you have to live life to the fullest. You have to live life live every day like it's the last, and go through that and enjoy it. And also, it talked about in there how his belt buckles, which are trophies, were collecting dust. And basically what Aaron was saying is we don't want to let our legends in our sport or an interest that we have just kind of disappear. We gotta recognize them. And in this way, Lane Frost got the recognition he deserved by Aaron Watson writing the song. Because there is a movie, in fact, about Lane Frost called 8 Seconds, but not many people know about that. And not many people know about the song July in Cheyenne, but people need to know who Lane Frost was. Because Lane Frost was a tremendous, tremendous bull rider. But Aaron also signifies in that song that in the rain, in the mud, July in Cheyenne, there was no rain that day, but in fact, it felt like it was raining outside because there's a bunch of people, kids, that saw their hero die in front of them. But it felt like it was raining, just the feel of sadness was raining down on those people. But Aaron Watson does a great job in that song. In the music video, you can see him. He's playing this guitar, sitting on a stool in his full cowboy hat, boots and jeans, and in the background's a projector with Lane Frost smiling, laughing, bull riding, just doing his thing, being him. And I think when Aaron did that, it just signifies like Lane Frost is a big individual, and we need to give him the recognition he deserves. But the story, it's also a feel-good story about perseverance, living life to the fullest, because he died at the tragic young age, or tragedy at the age of 26, I believe. And that's just something that's just too young to pass away. But thank y'all for coming. Really appreciate it. Thank you.